Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. It's a little bit late, so I will try to keep it low. Please do not mind the fan in the back. It's really warm where I'm staying, and I'm laughing because I said the same thing just yesterday, but that's the only thing that has changed is that is that time of the month and I'm cramping a little bit. So if you hear me moan from time to time, it is definitely because of that. So I felt like the first part was like what I can remember from it is definitely spirits being very philosophical, and it was really centered on that, like, the more I was looking for concrete clues, the more it became like somewhat of lessons that or things that we had to hear, so I know that there is a part 2 to this, and I would like to start. So welcome everyone. I don't want to lose you, just flew. I'm telling you, to me, union is near, and that's all I have to say. Certain card flipped, I think. No, sorry, I thought so. So that I can feel definitely union happening for a lot of people. Pleasure. One more. I am jealous, and another one. We keep getting these cards as well. I felt, and I told you in the last reading, that now your person is getting like a taste of his own medicine. For some reason, please forgive me, we've gotten that card too. Pleasure here is what is like a little bit bothering me, but we will see what it means throughout the reading, But I feel definitely like the roles have changed, like I was saying, like he has gotten to feel, the things that you once felt. That's why the jealous card just keeps coming up, and it's been there for quite some time. I actually did a reading, two-part reading about that spirit of jealousy that your person has. It's really clear to me because I can feel it, I can see it in the card, and I know my life story. I feel like some of our DMs are really, really possessive, and that they're in the spirit, meaning even if they're not with you in the flesh, is literally like they're sabotaging anything that has to do with another person. And I am starting to understand that maybe I have to share certain, cultural differences with you. But it's like he's acting a little bit like a spiritual husband, which he is. But there are many forms of that. So he can also be that in a sense, just sabotage whatever, you try to do that does not include him, So anyways, you see what I'm trying to say. And the fact that he doesn't want to lose you, I've been channeling that lately too, which is the reason why he will come towards you. I am pretty sure of that, Soul family, some more, but I'm telling you, like, there's another card that I've been seeing a lot lately, which is Soul Tree. And what this card makes me think of, like, directly is that, if I feel that it's going to happen to me, if you're resonating with me and my energy, it will happen to you too, is what I'm seeing here. It's like you do not connect with me for no reason. Channeling, there's something true to what I just told you, what I just channeled. And I feel like these cards are to guide me, that like this is what I have to do in this reading, instead of being more like conventional about my reading in the cards. Nourish, and a last one. Visualize. Okay, so these cards will guide me. Let's start. I need clarification up front. Oh, I don't like that energy. Okay. This is a little confusing to me, but I'll work my way through it. So let me tell you what I'm seeing here when it comes to the past. You know, first and foremost, what I see and what's clear to me is that your person put in work with the 8 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups. Here I see as like him being single and being fine with that, or like being emotionally stable, and definitely a sense of what I'm seeing is literally him telling me, I took time to work on myself. I took time to be single, and I took the time to heal, you know, is what I'm seeing. And I've been channeling those energies. The thing here is what is a little bit more complex to me. And there are different things that I'm feeling, you know, it's either one thing, first and foremost. And when I see channeling here, I know I have to be like this in this reading and visualize as well. Yeah. So what I'm seeing here is literally like you figuring out that somebody is not your, like your twin, literally like unmasking a false twin is what I'm seeing here because of this energy. Yeah, I will clarify the eight of wands, but definitely that's a sense to me like, you know, maybe you were in limbo between two people, thinking to yourself it could be one or the other is what I'm channeling here. And let me tell you, if that's the case, you will figure out that even though your DM has hurt you, the false twin has hurt you in a greater way. In a way, literally, where you figure out now, and it could very much be like verbally, you know, verbal abuse of some kind, or I can see here a little bit like gossip, or, you know, bashing you. That's the false twin between them two. It's like your twin never did that to you, a little bit like this, and this could be specific, you know. Or another thing that I'm feeling is your DM actually acknowledging the fact that he literally like little bit threw you under the bus, you know, the last time that you guys talked, or the conversations or the way he would talk to you is just somebody here. To me, this is like the worst energy you can have. This is somebody who just be like, you know, let me give you an example. The type of person that would tell you, you know, well, if you're not sleeping with me, I want nothing to do with you. It's like, if you don't do this, I want nothing to do with you. This here is really selfish, very self-centered, very narcissist, very like promiscuous. I hate that energy, but a little bit like that. And I'm glad, because these here are energies of the past, you know. So it's either leaving a false twin in the past, realizing something about who your twin may be, or like your twin really your DM really figuring out that, you know, the way he dealt with you was like in the worst way possible, you know. And I want some clarification. And one thing I'm feeling too, because of this energy, is maybe like sending all of the bad experiences that do no longer serve you like straight in the past, you know. I want to clarify the 8 of wands. And let me tell you what I'm seeing too. First of all, your DM disappointing you, or you figuring out like who is definitely your false twin. It had to do with like a conversation that you already had, you know. Yeah. And let me tell you, when I see like numbers, or a suit, do you say, of like numbers, it's like literally like progress to me. Let me tell you something. In the past, he literally like went through an uphill battle just to manifest talking to you. I feel like, you know, and I've seen that too, like communication in my readings. So I want to know if it comes out again in like a different form, but like a little bit like psyching himself up to have the courage to actually talk to you again, to chase this type of energy here. I feel like correct his mistakes, or definitely be like stand up and make things happen and move, you know. He thought it through. It's like really, I feel like the blockage, or it's just a matter of communication, really. Some more. It's just that, you know, it's like literally he knows that he has messed up so much, you know, like this is like a page, and you see a king here, another page. He knows that that type of behavior towards you was absolutely like childish, and this here is like really low too. And it's like, you know, yeah, that's what I can see, fighting an uphill battle with himself just to have the courage to talk to you. And in the midst of doing that is literally like he's become a man, you know. Some more. Yeah. Let me tell you what I'm seeing here. Literally, it's like it was a very lonely place, not talking to you. No matter how you feel, you know. It was a lonely place to him, not being able to talk to you. You see, like the eight of wands underneath. I'm telling you, like communication is definitely key here. I feel like you opening the door to union with communication, and this here to me feels like a very near future. He's given it a thought, you know, but the courage that I told you about here, this is something that's recent, you know, and the fact that it feels like extremely lonely not talking to you is also something of the recent past, you know. He used not to feel that way about you. So some more for past energies. It's like literally the momentum is, I mean, the situation is gaining momentum, you know, is what I'm channeling here. And it's happening to him too. It's like the energies are really flowing somehow easily, is what I'm channeling as well, with all these wands, you know. Let me tell you, what I'm seeing here is definitely like the realization that, you know, he can't move on from this. Like this here versus like the Eight of Cups, to me, this is like, what you call it, like a consented decision. This is like your own doing. This is like movement that you agree to. Nobody is forcing you. It's like, you know, I cannot move on from this. I can't detach myself from that, you know, is what I'm channeling with this card here also. It's like I'm powerless to this thing. I can't defend myself when it comes to that. And what is that thing is the Two of Cups with you. I want to clarify the Two of Cups. He cannot let go of the whole. This is not even the connection here. It's like even another level. That's like the romance between you guys. He's stuck on that. And powerless to that. He can't help it, you know. Yeah. Do you see this here? One more. Yeah. Let me tell you, for this relationship, for the romantic relationship, emotional relationship to you, do you see this? This is like the karmics or distraction in reversed. It's like he's literally like focused now. It's like, you know, I'm not going to sacrifice, you know, my connection to my DF just for this here. It's literally like the other girls don't have like, you know, like charm or like a shine to them anymore. He doesn't see that. And that there, just like the Six of Swords in reverse, is like upright, sorry, would be like a decision you make, nobody forcing you. I feel like he has made that decision. He's made the decision that, you know what, enough with the whole like fooling around and like shooting myself in the foot and, you know, what you call it, like running away from this relationship, or like widening the gap between me and her. If that's the problem there, or these distractions were a problem, I'm willing to let them go because I want the Two of Cups with her. And another reason, and when I like see 9 and the Ace of Swords, is like a completion here. Let me tell you, this here, or this choice that he's made, or this decision that he's made, the purpose, the main purpose of it is that he no longer wants to feel the pain. It's like literally like I have to liberate myself from all the things that I'm feeling, you know. And the thing that I'm feeling, if you remember how this card was like jumping to begin with, is like I don't want to lose her. But let me tell you, your person is powerless to the feelings that he has for you. He tried. He can't move on. He tried to, you know, what you call it, like be defensive or be guarded. He is like powerless, let me tell you. Karmic's done. Just to feel like a sense of sanity in his life, you know, is what I'm channeling. So what I'm really liking for the moment is that the energies of the past, when it comes to our DMs, there's a sense of clarity. I keep telling you in that, you know, and I feel like it's because it's become clear to him as well. And that is beautiful. It's literally like the work has already been done. I have a jumping card, joy. You know, it's literally like you can rejoice just the way I just did here about the fact that your person is like, I want to say, a better person, and it is thanks to you. Even the past or the recent past, I can feel is like only reasons to rejoice. Everything is good, you know. And when I see joy, I keep telling you too, I feel that Leo energy, that what you call it, like Lionsgate energy, that fire energy, the light, definitely summer and warmth. This is what I'm feeling, and I feel like it's the energy of this very moment here. Authentic truth, let me tell you, people. When I see this card here, it's like everything I told you is the truth. If you're resonating with my energy, the things that I just channeled, especially when it came to your person's past, and I feel like recent past is exactly the way his feelings, and definitely like when I was speaking of this decision here, is literally like the mental work has been done. If we see the King of Swords, then we know when it comes to the recent energy of the future where your person stands, you know. But I feel like, you know, from being like this type of, you know, person, or very childish, very selfish type of person, is literally like he's gotten a chance to grow mentally. And let me tell you, when I see this, he did not miss that chance. You did something to him. You touched him where it's really important, you know. So let's go on. I'm liking tonight's reading. And again, I keep getting that, you know, like definitely that sense of clarity here. It's here. I think that was the order. Let me check, because I'm telling you, like, I'm really picky about my cards. So yeah, I had to check, you know, because like I said, I'm really picky about my cards. The way that they come out is the exact order that I have to have them, you know. It's a little bit like OCD. So let me tell you here, it's like, you know, I definitely feel like a gain of momentum, like energies gaining like strength. Let me tell you why. It's like he's been warning us for the longest, like I mean the last several weeks or something. We definitely had the energy with my readings of our DMs actually being depressed is the best way that I can put it. And for those who know about tarot, it was constantly either the Nine of Swords or the Nine of Wands. So either very stressed or hurting. Let me tell you his current energy. You see the Three of Swords like two times, sorry, and if we see it a third time, then we know what's up. But I can see it here already. It's definitely confirmation that he's completely heartbroken here. And let me tell you something. This is like the last attempt at rejecting this thing altogether. That's like his 3D self doing that to him. It's like that's the last step before actually doing something, is what I'm channeling here. It's like a last very childish 3D attempt, to feel the pain instead of doing something. When I see the Six of Swords in reverse too, is literally like the place where he finds a little bit of like his last type of comfort here. Yeah. And when I see that, the Seven of Wands and the Devil, it's like literally a little bit of confirmation of what I was telling you. Is his last attempt at pushing this thing away to live out. He's like, this here feels a little bit like self-pity, in a sense. You're the one who did all this stuff, so, if you're the problem, you're going to have to be the solution as well. That's how I see things, And let me tell you, it's literally like he's fighting somewhat of devilish or negative energy on his back, and I tried to tell you as well. Especially if your person is a fire sign, this is what I've been seeing also lately. It's like, the forces of the dark world do not want this union, So if you are unpenetrable, if you are not influenceable, they're going to go for your DM, because maybe he's not so advanced, spiritually to be able to fight these things, off his back. And when I tell you your person is like trapped, in this sadness here, and it's like of power. This here, he's really hurting. He's really suffering. Let me tell you. This here is like holding your pillow at night and crying type of behavior. The same way you were at your lowest. This the energy here. Some more. But he's fighting. Your person is fighting, for this union. But to me, he's sending his mental energy onto the wrong place, Instead of feeling sorry for himself and feeling like, there's nothing I can do, whatever I will try, I'll meet a wall, or I feel trapped, and I truly like trapped with the passion, heartbroken with the passion. It's like he's focusing his mental on the wrong thing. Yeah. Let me tell you what I'm channeling here is literally like him telling himself for the moment, I messed it all up, or I lost literally like everything. To me here, this card, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, I'm channeling it like all these chances and attempts, to make things right that you probably send out there. He could not catch them, is what I'm seeing here tonight. And he literally feels like, despite himself having to walk away or watching you walk away, feeling like, I should let, like trying to convince himself, just let it go because this here will never happen. It's like, that's it. She's out of my life, literally, like the song from MJ is what I'm hearing now. That's how he's feeling, And definitely the heartbreak, it has to do with the fact that he believes that he can never win you back, you know. Let him feel that way. That's how he comes back to you. That means that your energy is working, you know. Definitely. This here, it's not, there's no repulsive energy here that I can see, not towards you, towards the devil or that the problems, you know, and stuff. Yeah, he's fighting it, but it's not towards you. I don't feel any repulsive energy. You're pulling him towards you, you know, and a part of that too is definitely the doubts that you once experienced too. I can see lately that he's having these doubts, you know, like she would never want me, she's walking away from me, I'm going to lose her. Is she seeing, you know, somebody new? Has she found love? He has no idea what you're feeling or thinking. All he knows is the things that he is feeling, and he cannot explain most of it, just like you. And I feel too, the thing that he cannot explain is his attraction towards you. But right now he's feeling like, you know, it's a lost cause is what I'm seeing here, because you will walk away somewhere. And these are like current energies. Let me tell you something. When I see the Three of Swords here twice, and I told you also like that sense of clarity of, or like definitely like that mental energy. He is thinking about those things like non-stop for the moment, is what I'm channeling. You definitely like an obsession to him, is what I'm channeling. I have to clarify the Strength cards here. Yeah, that Page energy. Do you see that again? From the 9 of Wands to the 10 of Wands is literally like a growth or progression, you know, is always what I see. Let me tell you what I'm channeling here a little bit, especially when I see the Strength card here. It's not like literal strength, but what I'm seeing here literally is somebody with like a sex addiction, and this could be like very specific, you know. But I feel a lot of DFs shared that, in a sense, you know, you see that devil energy right underneath. Their sexuality is how the devil had a hold on them, is what I'm channeling here. And when I see strength, let me tell you, you know, it was like a curse, you know, and it had like great power, especially when I see the star here in reverse. Yeah, he was a victim to that, you know. And this whole like immaturity is something that he definitely wants to let go of. But I feel like, you know, his intimacy or his sexuality is definitely where the dark forces were attacking him, is what I'm seeing here. And I feel like he's aware of that, because these are the energies of like recent or current energies. Definitely that, putting an end to this type of immaturity. And if you remember, you see these two cards together. I hope I can find it without messing it up, you know. But check this out. Same energy, same disgusting energy that I was talking to you about. He wants to put an end to that. This is like too much of a burden to keep carrying with him, you know. It's just causing pain, and he cannot handle that anymore. In other terms, your person is growing, you know. And I remember the King of Pentacles, underneath. Yeah, he's turning slowly into a responsible person, because, you know, this devil here, his whole like sexual or intimate past, this is just like hell. I can tell you that much, you know. He lost so much to that, you know. When I see the 10 of Pentacles in reverse too, it's like he knows he cannot stay there like a minute longer, you know. Some more about the current energy. Our person is definitely having a clear mind, which is why he can share it with us this way. And another way of having a clear mind too, in the sense that now he knows who he is, and that there is mental, is strictly mental. Like, you know, from a crazy behavior to a, you know, cool, calm and collected. I keep saying always like connected, you know, but maybe that's all it is. But type of person is what I'm trying to say. Some more about like current energies. Yeah, you see that yet again, people. You see the passion. This here, beautiful. You gotta see this, you know, to believe it, you know. And this is upright too. Do you see this 3 of Swords like 3 times? Your person, like 1 time is enough. 3 times to me is like something that I can bet on that, and I've never bet a cent in my life, you know. It is what it is. Yeah, definitely being completely heartbroken over you. And let me tell you something too, the same passion I was telling you, it goes with the heartbreak and feeling trapped, you know. You see that, like the Ace of Wands, you see the card that jumped. I hope you can see all this thing. The thought of losing you, the heartbreak, and yet again, like a sense of it being like excruciating because of the wands here. It's like fire adding like power to things, you know, definitely. And that there is the energies, that nasty energy from the past that caused him all of these things. And let me tell you something, it is definitely about all these karmics here. And not just that, because they're not important to him. You see them in reverse, you know. It's like, why did I choose the karmic over my person? Why did I make that choice? Is definitely what I am visualizing as seeing here. Yeah, your person's totally heartbroken. And I should not be laughing, you know, but I'm telling you, he's getting a taste of his own medicine, and he's definitely still in that energy. I'm not laughing because of you know, like the pain that he's feeling. Is more like the situations that make me laugh. It's like, you know, the beauty of like karma or some kind of, you know, like divine justice, you know. It is more of what it is. If you ever like see me laugh when it comes to our DMs, you know, despair, wellness. So you know that's what he wants. And alignment is like the first time that I see this card, and you see the sword that I draw it. I mean, do you see the sword? I'm telling you, union is so near, you know. Check this out. His mind had to be right, you know. And I told you this one time, it's like you, whereas the wands are given to you. Your DM can handle the pentacles either because they have like that emperor type of energy, or because they're really good like con artists. Actually, they don't need you for money, they can make their own. But when it comes to their hearts and their mental, you are the agent that was sent to set him straight, you know. And I know I'm onto something here. Definitely. You see that sword again in wellness? Your person is ready mentally for you. And let me tell you, to come out of this current heartbreak, it's like a little bit left, I can tell you. It's because all the work has been done. It's like this here is the last like safety line, or his last defense. It's like the last thing, you know, he has to go through before he gets himself together and comes back towards you, you know. Because he has to go towards that alignment, you know, he'll feel better. Or because he's trying to feel better, he accepts, you know, slowly the alignment, you know, when it comes to letting go of karmics. And let me tell you yet again, letting go of distractions and karmic energies. If that was the problem or a problem between you and your person, let me tell you something. And, you know, like, please, if you're listening to this, you have to believe me, your person, like, karmic energies are a thing of the past, you know. He's learned, they were there to teach him something, and I'm starting to see here with all this like pain he's dealing with for the moment, that definitely the lessons that they had to teach him are done. There's no need for them anymore. And let me tell you, the greatest lessons that these karmic taught him, and when I see all these swords, you know, definitely here, all these swords is like, you know, the decision that he's made with them, in a sense choosing them over you, you know, that's the cause of his heartbreak. And let me show you like how like tarot, it always connects to me. 1, 2, 3 swords. Do you see that? Do you see this? Do you see that? Hearts broken, like, my lord, I've never seen this before. This is a lot, you know. And when I see authentic truth here, I don't know how we solve this, you know. Me, the type of person that I am, if I sense this type of pain here, the thing that I want to do is to run and help the person, you know. But when I see the 6 of swords here in reverse, that's like a little bit outside my reading. I'm telling you, don't. It's literally like spirit telling me, don't you do it, you know. You can't let him feel that way. It belongs to his training, you know. So I'll have a little break and then we'll go about the future energies. So let me tell you what I'm channeling from, like, all the things that I told you here. It's definitely like, I don't know how to explain this, you know, but your energy or the things that you're sending out, they're definitely working. And when I see nourish here, this is what I'm talking about a little bit. It's like you're actually feeding that energy by not accepting his bad behavior, by putting distance between you and a toxic situation, you know. I keep trying to tell you, and I've always been sure of that, you know. It's like the more you detach from your person, the more he's drawn towards you. The less you accept, like, certain type of behaviors towards you, the more he's forced to change, you know, because at the end of it all, you are the ultimate prize. Let me tell you, you better know it, you know. So I need clarification for the Wheel of Fortune here, but these here are the energies of the future. Okay, I have to check this, you know, but I'm almost sure that I had these cards here in the same line in the part 1. So let me tell you something. In the future, what I am feeling is that your person is going to come to you with an offer, and that offer is going to be like something, the motive behind that will be nothing else but love, you know. Let me tell you, it's like he cannot have you walk away. Not be in his life, you know. He does not want to lose you. And I keep seeing here, it's here too, is like the same thing I told you. And I'll check this, you know, and if so, I'll put the same cards. I'll show you. If I cut the video, I'll show you. But the reward that you get is what I'm feeling, and you will have confirmation of that the very day your person makes you that offer, this kind of offer, and it's coming in the future. For most of us is what I'm channeling here. Most of us, you know, resonating with my energy. When he comes with his offer, first of all, you will have confirmation, like the mental is what I'm channeling, but like the state that you are at for the moment is something that you have to cultivate, you know, because it's the right one. Like literally he will confirm to you that your soul is in the right place, that your mental is in the right place, that your business or your body is in the right place, that your heart is in the right place. He's like a little, like literal soul compass is what I'm channeling here. And let me tell you, it's like nothing but luck for you. Nothing but blessings coming towards you. Let me tell you something, is because with that, with him like giving an offer to you or reconnecting with you somehow, and I can see that it's going to happen, you know, with the Ace of Pentacles, is literally like he's closing a cycle. And because, you know, I feel like I've had the same cards here, I can see the explanation that I was given already is literally like you being through hell and back. It was a little bit different, people, I'm sorry, but like slightly different. I can remember it was the death instead of the world. But I know you've been through hell and back, you know. This whole journey literally sent you through hell and back. You think you're by yourself? Let me show you something. Hell and back. Hell and back. 3 swords yet again. You're not the only one. you're not the only one who was like shocked by this whole experience. You know, he had his fair share of pain, and he's actually experiencing that now. You know, is like a climax of pain. He's feeling that right now. You know, what you get from closing this cycle, and to me that's like the divine feminine. The high priestess is more of like a feminine energy to me, is that you will see, you'll be granted like a divine gift in particular when it comes to that. And it's definitely something that's not from this world, you know, because this here is a soul journey. So within my soul family, let me tell you people, you can be like a seer, a healer, there are many things. You can take care of orphans, you can feed homeless people, you can do so many things, but the way that you will do it, there'll be something extraordinary about the things that you can do. If you're dealing with people, you know, when nobody knows what to do, you'll be the first person that they call. You know, you have like you will be granted like a divine quality, a divine ability, or definitely a divine gift, you know, is what I want to tell you. So some more. Do you know what I'm like purely channeling here is literally like love happening to you the moment you decide, or when you're ready to walk away from it. Once you decide to start walking away from love, that's exactly the moment it all comes to you, is what I'm seeing here. Some more. Yeah. Yeah, do you remember the King of Swords that I was talking to you about? He's here. Your person is in the right mental, definitely. In the future, you will see it for yourself. Like, you know, you may remember somebody and you better start visualizing that, you know, all the things that I'm telling you, because let me tell you, it's going to happen. You may remember him, you know, like a liar or somebody deceitful, somebody you cannot trust. You know, you will see it for yourselves in the future. Literally through explanations or through behavior, you know, you will see that this type of behavior cost him so much that now he's got his mind in check, you know. And I've been getting that. I told you, if he comes out, then to me that's confirmation. Mentally, he's definitely there. And you will see that, you will see that for yourself, because these are energies of the future. You will see no more lies here. He's good, and he's like, he chose to be good too. In a sense, it was such a burden to him that, you know, he let it go. He had to let it go, or he will let it all go. I want to change. Oh, beautiful. You see that 10 of cups like twice? I'm telling you, the moment you decide to walk away from love, maybe that's just, I'd always thought, you know, that's just a saying, but that's what the cards are telling me, you know, is when it all happens. And you see the high priestess is literally like, I know something despite myself, you know, or you will know. And you see the 6 of Wands, victory, people. This here is beautiful. What I'm seeing here with the high priestess, and I told you about the divine gift that I was telling you. Right now, I mean, for the future, you will have to again grow this or develop, cultivate that in one sense in particular. Just know, if nothing, feel yourself, you know. You don't need anybody else to tell you or to read cards for you. You should have it all inside, that definitely this thing that you have been waiting for and things like that is yours, you know. Know it. Don't feel it, don't, you know, just know it within your heart that you will get the 10 of cups that you always wanted, and the victory that you always wanted is there in the cards. You know, to me, there is no doubt union is near. And when I see the world here, that crazy cycle, and to me was like a training, you know. You see the high priestess like twice here. It's literally like, I know something, like I'm so sure that this here is knowledge, is no more like channeling, you know. The cycle is done. Now it's time for you to know, instead of doubting, you know, that all these things are there for you, is what I'm channeling, and that there is something of the future, so you know what's coming your way. Union. I feel like mentally everybody's ready now, and it was a part of it, and it was an important element of it, you know. Yeah, the Hermit. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Let me tell you what I'm channeling here with the Hermit, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Hierophant is literally like you have done the work. You'll see, like, being in this introspective type of energy, it will just, and I like the fact that the light just went off, you know, it's literally like confirmation to me. But what I'm trying to say is literally like you have graduated, or you will be graduating sometime soon here from like that. What I'm starting to see as like an inward revolution where you are by yourself, you know. You've completed that, is what I'm channeling. You've completed your classes. You will graduate from like being a hermit sometime very soon. No more loneliness for you. And this here was in upright, and these in reverse. Let me tell you, the graduation or the diploma, whatever you get from you know, putting in this work here that is no longer needed, is unconditional love. Let me tell you, what I'm seeing is like another thing is definitely be mindful in the future of being standoffish when it comes to your person, and watch your temper when it comes to your person. Is like the guidance for the future here. You've graduated, but these two things is something you will have to keep in check. Is literally like, you know, a little bit of like rejecting him or sending him back to the past or whatever, you know. This here to me feels like a little bit of a lingering energy, and somebody definitely like being a little bit standoffish for the wrong reasons, you know. And this one here, when she comes in reverse, you know, I don't see any other link. Is definitely like check your temper for some of us, you know. It's like literally you've waited so long. I feel like when some of us are going to be unleashed, they're going to try to run, you know, for the situation. You got to take things a little bit slow here, is what I'm channeling. But other than that, I keep telling you, I feel like there's no use for you being isolated, you know, from love and from the world anymore. Now you have it, you're carrying that energy with you, and if you feel like your heart is still like, you know, a little bit heavy in some places, you will see soon that you will have that sense of like your heart or your heart chakra definitely being opened, you know, and that there it will be like graduation date for you. Watch your temper. And watch your little bit like attitude, is what I'm channeling here. Some more, and that there is for the future. Some more. Union. I know. Let me tell you, what I'm literally like channeling here and visualizing here is union. No more doubts as to if it will ever happen or not. No more doubts as to who your person is. And this here is in the future, so you will see yet again that sense of clarity. You'll feel it, you know. No more doubts. And let me tell you, this here is not something that's going to happen by chance. You see the Hierophant underneath. Do you see the Six of Wands, you know, underneath? Is definitely like, you know, you put in the hard work, and now you will be deserving of everything that you ever wanted. The Ten of Cups here included. This reading to me is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. No more doubts. You deserve union. You have graduated. You've earned it. You deserve it. This thing here is yours. You know, you see this like High Priestess twice here, like I said, and the Two of Swords in reverse. and the Ace of Swords, you know, upright. You gotta start knowing. Stop believing. Just know that this thing is going to happen to you. No. Stop doubting and know. Be sure of that, you know, it's going to happen to you. Union is there for you, and you see union with the Ace of Wands, like, right, with that, with us, twin flame, you know, what we want is the love. That's our union. It could have been different, you know, if we were a different kind of soul family, but us, our current is love. You know, this reading is beautiful. So some more. And that there is for the future. You have to get ready, you know. You have to visualize this whole thing. You have to nourish this connection from now on, because I can see it, you know, like unfolding in the future, definitely. And I remember the card joy underneath, and I lately I've channeled that as like, here it is, as like the Lion's Gate, quite frankly. But here what I see is pure joy, honestly. Soul journey, meditation, color, let your light shine. One more card, remembrance. Yeah. Oh my god, that is beautiful. Again, from MJ, I channeled today the lady in my life, and when I see remembrance, it's also the first time I'm drawing this card from this deck. I can hear, you know, remember the time. Do you remember? Let your light shine. This, like, you, me, anybody who's listening to me, that's what you have to do. I feel like I'm letting it shine in a way by just sharing with you, you know, and despite the things that I have been through, still be able to have like unconditional love, you know, to people, for people. And I feel like I can love anybody, but I have a problem loving my twin, you know, so you know what I have to work on. I have to work at. Definitely remember the time when I fell in love with him, and I suggest that you do the same thing, you know. This here is a little specific, but it's like a beautiful type of meditation, and I've had like a little clue about it in the first part of the reading. Is definitely like try to see the energies between you and your twin in the way that they're flowing, like colors, you know, like colors twirling and intertwining. So I kept trying to say that I don't want to lose you is self-explanatory, you know, I don't have to go through that. Please forgive me, the message is crystal clear, you know, but I am jealous. I keep sensing like the energy of somewhat of a like really possessive type of spiritual husband, you know. He is your spiritual husband, that's how they call him in another culture, but there are different types of spiritual husband, and he's displaying like attributes of the really bad ones, you know. But that, I feel like if you look back at your life, you will see that there was somewhat of a shadow, always been like somewhat of a curse, you know, on your love life. And I feel like he was the reason. It's like, you know, if I'm not with her in 3D, nobody else can be with her in 3D, because at the end of the day, she's mine in 5D, you know, is what I've channeled. So the card pleasure stood out, and I had this card first, you know, and I feel like, you know, definitely again the idea of turning like a negative picture into something beautiful, definitely turning a negative into a positive picture here, a beautiful picture here. That's the thing that he wants, you know. And we've had the 10 of Cups. Let me see a second. I'm a little bit all over the place because my cards have been touched, you know, by me. But here is one 10 of Cups, and there's another one too, if you bear with me. I want to show you. Okay. here it is. I'm so sorry. You'll get better in a second because we'll be done with that portion. But you see that 1, 2, 3 times confirmation. That's the pleasure he wants. That's what he wants to share with you, you know. And what I saw also afterwards was the world. Definitely to me a sense of completion. And when I pull, you know, these cards from the part of the reading that's already done, is like, you know, literally me saying to myself, what else do you want, you know? Let me tell you, me, I'll always, again, is beautiful here, because what I want to say is literally like practicing what I preach, you know. Is like me, I always find a way to turn a negative into a positive picture. So let me tell you, literally me having to start this like very portion here like 3 times is literally trying to tell me or show me, despite the negative forces, is like, did you get the message at least? Do you see this? Are you really taking this in? Is, if one time is not enough, there's a second and third time, you know. Do you see this? Do you get what's really like being displayed in front of you, you know, is what I'm channeling. Is like, what more do you need to hear, you know? Your person, your person is heartbroken over this idea of losing this 10 of Cups with you. But you know what I'm seeing here? You shall get it. Because you deserved it, you've earned it, you know, is what I'm seeing. And then I got the card like storm warning, and yeah, I did that in what was lost. But let me tell you, that's the part that I had in part 1, you know. I don't see that as I saw a fiery climax approaches, and storm warning for me is the same thing. It's like, you know, something particular happening, and it will have to do with your union, let me tell you. And I feel it too, and I can see it as I'm thinking of that. Definitely communication with your person, but it's past that. We're past that stage, people. He'll communicate because he wants union, not communicate to waste your time. If you stay in the energy that you're in for the moment, if you keep nourishing your soul, he'll do anything that you want him to, you know. But don't fall back into what once was, you know, is the only thing that I can tell you. This here, and then I'm back. I have lost nothing. This here is like, it sent me to something that I have seen earlier, but that I couldn't find back. You know, I've felt it, but somehow I did not say it. One thing that I was sensing is definitely him, like, you know, wanting to get his money up or money cleared before you come back into his life. You know, him being a man in 3D, it's going to be also a part of that. So let me tell you, what I was trying to say is that if you've had an issue around money with your DM, you will see that one part of him coming back to you, or maybe a conversation that needs to be had, you know, will be around this money situation here. That he'll talk to you about that, and that there is going to definitely be a part of unlocking everything for you guys. You know, it's like for some of you guys, you have to see that happening, like him cleaning up his act, because I feel again, and I felt that in part 1, that's for some of us, it was definitely a problem when it had to do with money, you know. He has to show you that he's trustworthy when it comes to money, or that he's got the situation that you've had around money in check, or something like that. A little bit is what I was channeling. So some more cards, and let's finish this reading. I'm happy because as to now, I've not lost anything. It's recorded, people. And I'm glad that I pulled through some more. Door to value. Do you know what I'm seeing here? It's really funny too, but let me tell you, and it's a forgotten thought because there are other energies flowing, but I keep telling you, like, as a divine feminine, especially if you are in earth sign, and I've seen that in my last reading for them, you will see that union will not just be like you having like your 10 of cups, with unconditional love linked to that, like love all the way, but you will see that you can have your pockets full of money in the future. Being a divine feminine, you have the power to move those type of forces too, especially if you are an earth sign, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Some more. Victory. One more. Magician and the mirror. You see those, like, victory, I think, is because you're going to get what you want. You just have to be sure of what it is that you want, but it's granted to you because you have earned it. But when I see this card here, you see like all the mirroring that we've experienced or we talked about throughout separation and things like this. This magician, to me, as to right now, is literally like he's putting cold and warm together, an alchemy between two opposite forces, like coming together. It's like literally he's the link between you two, and it's a little bit like there's no face for spirit or my spirit, but here he reminds me of spirit, just playing with these forces is what I'm channeling here, and that is beautiful. One last card from this deck. It's right here. It's beautiful. It's like a balance, like he's balancing these opposite energies. Literally that will be your victory and that will be your union. Is what I'm seeing here. Envy. That's weird. Indecision. Another one. Blossoming abundance. Let me tell you, I feel a little bit like these are the stages that you have been through. When I see I'm jealous here, I feel like it's a little bit, if he's got that spirit, you have that spirit too. This here, I feel like it's the energy that he's currently in. Definitely jealous and not knowing what's going to be in the future, or that may be actually you. This may be shared, but let me tell you, you don't have to worry about such energies because blossoming abundance, I feel like you don't even know what's in store for you. You have to know. Go past believing, just be so sure and so trusting in spirit that for you this whole thing is just going to be like knowledge from now on, is what I can tell you. And if you feel like you have residues of this energy here, all I can tell you is that remove them from your space like really quickly and get ready for something greater. Here is what I'm seeing, and this may be specific because the way it came is like a little bit like hold on a second, like a break, somebody actioning a break. Some of us might still be in this energy, being jealous of a lingering karmic, or not knowing if this person will ever come back to you. Do not worry about that. Just worry about the abundance that's coming your way, is what I'm channeling. So I'll go for 3 more cards. Nothing has gone wrong. Another one. Awakening. And another one. Communication. Another one. Create space. So let me tell you, I wanted to see something else, but I'll take this divine, guidance definitely. Nothing has gone wrong. Just know that everything is good between you and your person, is what I was just trying to tell you. Awakening, I feel like it has to be you awakening to all the possibilities, all the pleasure, all the good things that will happen to you. You can have a happy family, you can have your pockets full of money, you can have like blossoming abundance around you, definitely, and you have to awaken to that idea. Whisper, I feel like it always has to do with communication, as there are no other cards for communication in this deck here. And when I see like create space, is definitely the idea of what I was telling you earlier. It's like, you know, when you guys start talking again or being in touch again, just don't, you know, it's literally like a picture of somebody wanting something so bad that when it's there in front of you, you literally break it because you're running too fast, you know, towards it, to hug it, or, you know, whatever it is, or to catch it, and oh Lord, you know, it's broken. I've been wanting, it's a little bit of that feeling I'm getting. Like, you know, when he comes back, do not deal with like the situation with fear or, you know, any type of negative energy. Just take your time with your person is what I'm channeling, and I'm gonna leave it at that, you know. One last card, because I feel like tonight it can go on and on and on, and it would still make sense. Manifestation. Let me tell you, it is going to happen, you know. 2 more cards, or from 2 more decks. 3 actually. I'm feeling something. The energy is gaining momentum. If you remember, I told you that, you know, I can feel like everything is like there's power in the things that are happening now. The ones who didn't care now are heartbroken. The ones who can achieve something is like now it's like easier for them to achieve it, you know, a little bit like that. I feel like the energies are really flowing for the moment, and I told you that earlier. 1 more. Work through your fear. You remember what I told you? Definitely that, you know, when I say, you know, create space, is like don't handle the situation with anything negative or any fear. Like literally when he comes back, the fear of losing him, because you're going to chase him away if you do that again. 1 more. But I can feel that, you know, some of us have to be mindful of that, and definitely keep your temper in check and your attitude in check is what I told you earlier. Don't let your past hold you back, and I'm gonna leave it at that, you know. That's what I can see. It's like, you know, like I told you in part 1, is like when you forgive somebody, you forget it as well, or you find a way to deal with it, or for it to be acceptable in your life. You have to be mindful of that energy too. Like bringing the past back, you know. If you're not ready, or if you have not forgotten or forgiven your person, you know, fully, do not welcome him back in your life, you know, because you will lose him again. And I feel if he makes the like necessary work and he approaches you and you push him away, you're going to lose him for good. In a sense, he will be your DM, but he will find a way to live his life without you. It's a warning, you know. When I see that card here, a storm warning, I'm telling you, I'm onto something, you know. And I just flipped the High Priestess, definitely onto something. So yeah, let me see, did I have a card here? No, that's already, I have moved on, success and new love. I feel that, you know, definitely, like I told you, with this financial constraint here, I feel like, you know, he has changed. And not just that, he's also getting his money like back in order, just to show you, you know, that he's a new person and that he deserves new love, you know, from you. Definitely. Forever. And 1 more. I'm seeing someone else. It is worth it. So let me tell you, what I'm channeling here, like really, it's really funny. It's like, are you really going to blame me forever for the things that I have done to you, the fact that I chose somebody else over you? Or is this whole thing worth it to you? I feel a little bit like that's the question that you will have to answer within yourself, because let me tell you, the gates are open for the moment. You can have your own little victory. I don't know if you can see that, if you know what you actually want. And I'm gonna leave it at that, you know. So the last deck, let's finish this reading. I would like some feedback, you know, if it resonated with anybody, or if you feel a little bit of the way that the things that I'm feeling. Okay, I got jumping cards, but that's too many. What I will do is that I will take the first one and the last one. Let's see. Pastime, relationship, and pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you, people. You have known each other before. I can feel it in the air, you know. I can feel these things, you know, the signs that Spirit is trying to you know, point towards. I can feel them, and I hope that you can feel them too, because this here is a general reading. You can channel a lot of things by yourselves, you know. And pastime, relationship, let me tell you, this here is just another cycle for you guys, but it's been going on forever. And the reason why, I don't know if I can find him. I'm sorry, you gotta forgive me, I'm all over the place and I know it, you know, but it's that magician I'm talking to you about, is that you are actually light beings. So it's just your energies. You feel like you're experiencing life, but at the end of the day, it's just like energies experiencing life, you know. That's what I see now in past life relationship. Your energies have been trying to find a way to live together for the longest time, let me tell you. One last card. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. I see that as you seeing your twin flame in a new light in the future, you know. What I think is beautiful here is that Spirit is always keeping a part, you know, of what I'm trying to channel lately. It's like, you know, I'll give you as much clues as possible, but at the end of the day, you know, experiences are feelings, you know. And even if it was all written in the cards, you know, you don't know exactly what is going to happen. These are just like energies, but you know that don't focus too much on how and when. Just keep on going towards your destination is definitely what I'm channeling. But I'm telling you, I see union happening for a lot of us soon, and not just like communication to waste your time, but actual communication and steps after that will like connect you and your person forever. So that was my reading, people. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Stay healthy, take care of yourselves. I shall see you soon. Bye bye.